Good morning. Welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson. I'm a business advisor, small businesses, and an adventurer. And I bring you these good words as often as I can. I hope you enjoy it today. Now, ordinarily, my words come from cards like these, which are virtues cards, all good words, of course, thankfulness and understanding, trust, grace, dignity, certitude, endurance. Just a lot of good words here. They come from the Virtues Project. However, today I just randomly found a word that is not in one of these cards, but it is something that I believe is really important in life and in business. So that's the word I'm going to use. And the word is vision. You've probably heard of vision boards and life vision and vision statements that businesses often have. And vision is that ability to see forward, to it requires you to think, take some time to really think about what it is that you're passionate about or your business is. And if you ever want to know more about creating a vision board or a vision statement or a life vision, I would be happy to talk to you about that. There's this little thing down here that says book a free call. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. You just have to choose an available calendar date and time, and I'm absolutely willing to help you with vision. Uh, we're coming toward the end of the calendar year, and I do spend a fair amount of time in December each year developing goals and visions for the upcoming year. And it's not like you need to start at the end of the year to do this. You can do it anytime. And it really does open up your world to some kind of cool stuff that you dream about, stuff that you'd love to incorporate in your life. And it changes over time. I can tell you that my goals and dreams and visions for the future have gotten simpler over time. I think about my relationship with God and the development of that and the whole thing, the whole activity around learning virtues and learning good things that will help other people. That's where my passion is. I mean, I went through a time of making a lot of money and all of that. And the good thing about that is money is a very useful tool and something most of us will do probably throughout our lives. And nothing wrong with that as long as you use it for good. Okay, so I want to thank our sponsors behind me for helping make Green Cow possible. That's a good thing. We appreciate all of our sponsors. And even, well, I want to say that possibly more important to me on a daily basis is the people who watch this and give me the little thumbs ups and shares and comments about anything related to what I'm saying. Those are fun, and I really appreciate those. So if you have a thought about anything that I'm talking about in my little shows, and these are about 10 minutes long, as you probably know by now, it's not a big chunk out of your day. It's just a few minutes of a good word. And today's word is vision. So how does that happen? How do we get the vision? As I mentioned, it starts with thinking. We have to give ourselves the okay to think. And for me, my thinking time usually happens early in the morning. I have a kind of a ritual where I wake up and I'm grateful for so many things every day. it's hard to imagine somebody struggling with determining what they might be grateful for. There are people in this world who are grateful for very, very simple things. Getting food and water today. Um, it, for us, people watching this, I mean, you have internet service and you have resources, and you may have budget problems and relationship problems and all of that, but chances are you have a lot to be grateful for. And when we take that gratitude and mix it into our vision of the future, it becomes very powerful. Our vision is that which we can see now that we haven't manifested physically yet, but it's coming. If we develop a vision and we think about that every day. Remember, I think it was Napoleon Hill who made the line famous that you become what you think about. There are others who probably coined that phrase before Napoleon Hill, but Napoleon Hill kind of made that famous. And people like Earl Nightingale, who I really enjoyed, also use that. And there's many others. I think all of the self-development gurus of the day remind us that we become what we think about. And what that means is that what we think about each day and the things that we think about often, they become part of us. And when they become part of us, they drive our vision of the future. What a good thing if it's positive. We all know people who tend to be somewhat negative for often for good reasons. It doesn't make it right or okay to be negative, but it's understandable. And for those people, for some of those people, learning a little bit about how things work, especially the idea of you become what you think about, um, you can change that. You can change your outlook on life. And one of the tools that we use to do that is vision. For me, it's a matter of, as I mentioned earlier, thinking and dreaming and capturing those things. If you've never done a vision board before, it's a fun activity, and you find pictures or create pictures of the things that you'd like to be or do or have, and capture those ideas on a board that you can look at as often as you like. Um, those are things that really do make a difference in the world. All right, well, the word today is vision, and I hope that if you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about your vision of the future, that I hope that you'll contact me and say, hey, I like the idea, but I need a little help getting this thing going. And so if you want help with that, I would be thrilled to guide you in a direction. Let's help make this world a better place. Okay, well, I am at my time here, so I want to remind you to do something really nice for somebody else today. And if you have the resources to do something really nice for a whole bunch of people, do that. Do that. It's a great thing, and I know that some of you do this. And I'm really grateful to you for the changes that you're making in the world by being that light. So let's be that light and that source of hope and love and peace and joy and vision for the future. And let's make it come true. Now, we don't have complete control over everything in our lives, but we do have control of our thoughts and our visions and all of the virtues that we learn and practice. Okay, lastly, I want to remind you to acknowledge anybody in your life who is practicing something positive. Those are virtues in practice. So when you see somebody who's kind or loving or caring, peaceful, anything like that, any positive word, acknowledge that in them. It's good for both of you. It's good for you to know that there are people like that in the world. And it's good for those people in the world to know that other people care. So be that. Be that person who acknowledges good wherever you see it. Okay, I want to remind you to make this the great day that it is. It's the only day that is today. So do your best to make this a fantastic day, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.